Hello, my name is Nicolas. This is for Battle of Attrition with Jay, Mel, and Lane. So this is the team, and this is Battle of Attrition. So this is going to be a video demo of how it works. On the screen right now is Tabletop Simulator, just to help explain how the game is set up and how it's played. To note, this is not how the final board looks like. To do a quick little show, these are images of the most updated board. I sadly do not have the assets right now, but that's okay. Here they are. But let's go over how the game works. So this is Battle of Attrition. This is effectively a kind of like MOBA-ish. You're trying to take over. There's two win conditions. One is taking over the enemies horde quarters, which is these red tile and that blue tile, or in the center here in this light bluish teal. You want to hold that for 3 consecutive turns. If any of those happen, you win the game. So each turn, dice is usually full rolled, or you can do heads or tails with a coin flip. But the first player on their turn gets to summon 3 grunts. So you take these. So you would have 3 tokens, and you can spawn them anywhere in your like this like light reddish zone. This purple zone is to implement that. That's the summoning barrier. So that is you can't summon on that line or past it. So on your turn, you get to have 3 individuals. So I'm gonna have 3 guys right here, and then you get to roll your dice. So the movement is d10. So let's roll. Okay, I rolled a 4, so you guys can then move 4 spaces. So that is 3, and then we're gonna do 1 there, there, and there, right? So then that is your turn, and then the next turn goes. So on the blue player side, same thing. He would just summon. He would get his chance at summoning lads. So we do that. Or copy, and then yeah, there we go. See, we got some of these, and then he spawns them here and there. So that is kind of how each turn works, but let's explain combat. So combat works similarly like this. So on a player's turn, let's say it is the red player. He spawns his guys, he does all his movement. Now he's rolling for his movement. He rolled a 2, so on his turn when he's doing his movement, this guy he moves 1 and 2. This initiates combat. So the red player does how many damage the grunt does, which is 2. Now the grunt has 2 HP, so he dies. And he takes the space. So that is how combat works. And then he ends his turn, the player can't move anymore. Alright, now it's the blue player's turn. He rolls their dice. He rolls a 3. So he goes 1, 2. He takes that guy out, taking the space, and then 1, 2, 3, taking the space. That is effectively how combat works. Now, these black tiles here represent the energy system. Every turn, you get 1 additional energy where you can spend to use to combine your units. So, an example is a soldier. So, in order to get your soldier, you would have to have 5 of these units right next to each other. You can then spend an energy to make a soldier, which does more damage and has more health. And with that, there are synergies that come into play where depending on how you lay out your tiles and how it relates your team. So if you did like a, a soldier and a grunt, that might be a synergy where you get more damage or you have more HP. So if they're attacking you, you can develop more strategies like defensive. So this makes it so combat, and when you're choosing, you got to choose your battles. And if they have the energy to spend to maintain that formation, or if they don't have any energy, then you know, okay, you spent a bunch of it. So it's kind of that's the will of the game, trying to strategize as you play. So other than that, that is like kind of a video demo of how the game works. Thank you.